Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Running, running, no. Keep running low.
What is up, One Piece fans? Monkey D Shopper here. I know I have not been making videos lately. I know I took a little vacation off. You know, it's the New Year's. Let's celebrate the New Year's, okay? So let's bring it in all together, One Piece fans. So in this video, we're gonna talk about Orochi Kurozumi. Alright, and his crazy madness. We seen in chapter 929 that this guy ain't nothing to play with. Okay, he does not fear anybody because he knows that Kaido is backing him. Just think about that. You know, like, he's not the main purpose of why he's so overpowering. He got someone on his side. He knows that he can trust Kaido. You feel me? So Orochi is not backing down from no person whatsoever. Now we see that Orochi is kind of over his head because he has somebody like Kaido. So today we're going to talk about this in this video and how ultimately this might just destroy the Beast Pirates in the alliance that, you know, Orochi, man, and Kaido have together. So let's get into the video. Now, let's start off with saying that Orochi does not fear anybody. Okay, so we seen in chapter 929 that Orochi just shot a CP0 agent. I mean, I wouldn't say he shot him and killed him, but he had the will to, you know, to shoot to kill. He aimed for the head and, you know, it hit. I'm pretty sure Orochi knew that that would never kill the CP agent, but just a force to be reckoned with. Like, you know, I ain't scared to shoot you, you know, like, so what you guys got going on, me and Kaido, we don't care about, you know. So the Celestials, the government, the Marines, just know the people of Wano and Kaido and Orochi doesn't fear you. Okay, so just think about that in perspective. Now, Orochi is getting over his head. He's too greedy. He knows that since Joker got put down, the people of the government will come and seek out Orochi for the weapon, for materials or stuff that like sea-stone handcuffs, weapons, and all that fall into one category. I feel like that's stuff that dwell up in the underground. So we see that Orochi got his hands in all this stuff. Now he probably took. Now I wouldn't say he took over Joker's position, Doflamingo's position as the leader in the underground, or you know, the puppeteer that got all the strings, you know, that control the underground. I would say that Orochi is more next to somebody that was a big buyer, you know, messing with Doflamingo, because you know that Doflamingo was pure scared of Kaido. So we know that it was Doflamingo and Orochi who was, you know, doing deals together on behalf of Kaido. Okay, so that's the reason why, you know, the government might fear Orochi so much, because of Kaido and his dominant influence in the One Piece verse. So we know that Orochi, you know, like, is a sucker. You know, he think that because he's with Kaido, you know, he can just say this and do what he please. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, One Piece fans, fair enough. It's a reason why he feel like that. You know, he got one of the most powerful Yonkos back him. You know, just think about what Big Mom said to Luffy and his company. Like, you think you can defeat that thing? You know, like, he's overpowering. So think about it, you got somebody in your corner backing you like that. And I'm gonna bring up some of the stuff in 929 that caught my eye. You know, with Orochi saying last time when, you know, Wano went without power, they needed battleships. So I guess that Wano borders not have been closed off really like that. They've been dibbling to the underworld and they've been messing with the government a little here and there, you know. So the government has been doing things for Wano with Orochi's help, it seems like. So it's like Orochi do have battleships that he got from the government, and I believe Kaido and his people do know this. All right, so let's not say it's under wraps totally. So we see that Orochi demands more and more power, and it seems like he can get into the government mind and decide where he really want, and they will give him what he want because the government needs something of Orochi. You know, we see that these factories are full with sea stone and weapons that, you know, kingdoms around the world who did in the government on the underground with Doflamingo they need. So I feel that Orochi feel that he got so much power now that Joker is done. And that's going to eat him up. That's going to eat him alive And this gonna be the downfall of what I think the whole alliance in Wano. Basically, this is gonna be the Achilles heels to the alliance that Orochi and Kaido has. You know, Orochi's greed. Greed is the worst feeling to have in a person. Greed is the root of all evil. Just like money, Orochi's greedy for power, and this is the Achilles heels to his alliance with Kaido. I'm pretty sure about that because, you know, Orochi want more and more and more power, you know. So at the end of the day, this will come back and bite the alliance that Orochi and Kaido has, because the greed is on a top tier level with Orochi. He knows that he got somebody backing him like Kaido, and he can't fear nobody. Like, who gonna step in his way if I got Kaido backing me? And that's his mind frame. Just think about how he just told CP0 that, you know, I want Vegapunk, you know, I want Vegapunk. And no, I know you can give it to me, you know? So I'm thinking like, wow, like, this guy is going overboard. Like, how can you get Dr. Vegapunk? Now, it's crazy to think that Vegapunk will work with the likes of Orochi and Kaido. You know, the government and the Marines need Vegapunk technology. So there's no possible way that they can take Vegapunk. There's no possible way that he can get Vegapunk. So I'm thinking that this might be a little seed that might get planted, all right, and blossom to something else. Like I said, Orochi greed will kill him, all right? So just think about this for a minute. Get your eyes, ears, mind, open up to this real quick. All right, now, the Marines knows that Orochi is, you know, greedy. The Marines know that this guy probably was the biggest buyer from Doflamingo. So the Marines right now in a state that, you know, he does not fear us. So in a way, Orochi is superior almost to the government. Think about it for a minute. When competition comes in, you must eliminate it. Luffy and the Lions and his gang are on Wano. Now, Luffy and his gang main purpose is to take down Kaido. I'm thinking that the Marines need to take down Orochi because he puts up on the highest pedestal as possible, and he think he can compete and maybe like destroy the government and the Marines with Kaido backing him. So it seems like the Marines and Luffy have the same enemy. You get what I'm doing, fans? You see this, right? The enemy of my enemy is a friend. Okay, hold on. Okay, I understand that. Okay, you probably said some crazy. But hear me out. Oda does this a lot with some of the people that we should hate. You know, we should despise in this series. Okay, so we see how Orochi just, you know, shot the dude at CP9. We know that he's not dead, you know, but we see the willpower in Orochi that can do anything he want to do. And without question, and nobody can do anything to him. So Oda is telling us to hate, to love Orochi, you know. So right now, he got some cool points with me, you know, because his greed level is like on top level. So I feel that this is a guy that I do want to hate, and I can't wait to see him get put down by the Straw Hats. So let me lead this off with something else also. So Orochi is doing bad things, you know, but Luffy might hate and despise. So we know eventually Orochi will get taken down, but by who? Now we seen Orochi in his devil fruit is like amazing. Everybody speculating that he does have the Hydra fruit. People are saying it might not be a smile fruit. It might be a real legitimate devil fruit. Okay, but I want to rule it off right now. Orochi is not Zoro level. I'm sorry. Orochi is not Luffy level. I'm sorry. Sanji level? I'm sorry. Orochi is underneath all of those. All right, so I don't think there will be a Zoro versus Orochi. Okay, it'll be a sweet victory for Kinemon. Okay, Orochi versus Kinemon. Let's put him in that level, in that bracket. All right, let's just, because I'm sorry, this person was almost compared to Shutamaru. Now, we seen that the way I reacted with Shutamaru was like, whoa, you know. I'm gonna leave a link up here and how I power scale Shutamaru, but I want you people to know that I totally failed with Shutamaru. Shutamaru is very powerful, all right, but he did look father level. But now let's get on Orochi. Orochi did not look impressive whatsoever. As I read chapter 929, he did not look impressive. Sorry, and I feel that we cannot put this guy on a higher a level because he's dependent on Kaido for everything. Okay, so let's leave King and Queen to the monster trio, and let's leave Orochi to Kinemon, because it would be so sweet if Kinemon get that victory on himself. All right, for Oden, you know, for the clan. Okay, that'd be so sweet if Kinemon defeats Orochi by itself. Okay, we're so focused on Orochi's Devil Fruit, make him OP. This is what we're focused on. All right, okay, that's what we're so focused on. We got so many people that have overpowering Devil Fruits. We got some people that have lousy Devil Fruits, but they're so strong. Look at Katakuri's Devil Fruit. They are the Mochi Mochi no Mi. Like, what? But the way he used it and then utilized it made him top tier character. All right, so not to talk about that, get off subject for a while. I'm sorry about that. But let's put Orochi at a level like Kinemon. All right, that's Kinemon's victory. Okay, the Kozuki clan, that's their sweet victory when Kinemon defeats Orochi. It's perfect. It lines up very well to me. What you think about that, fans? Leave a comment down below what you think about that matchup. A little minor, small thing too. You think about it. Orochi could even defeat Oden by itself. He was the jealousy was so far beyond anything. I'm pretty sure Orochi was so jealous of Oden, all his victories and all his accomplishments, that Orochi wanted that spot. Orochi wanted to be Oden. So he used Kaido to take out his superior, and that was Oden. So I would think Oden was a very strong individual. So let's say that Oden was on a top tier level, and we know that Orochi couldn't compete with Oden. So we can't say that Orochi's on a lower level. Okay? So that's why I don't want to pick Orochi at a higher level as with Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. Alright, that's the main reason why. By the looks of it, you might think, oh, Cypher, you seen the looks, so that's why you're saying that. But okay, that has some part of it too. But just to see and know the facts in the matter of, Orochi couldn't take out Oden. The looks of Orochi. All right, the way that Orochi is riding Kaido private part very hard. Okay, I would say that he's not on a higher level. He's not, and that's the facts that I came up with. But like I said, let's move on to something else. So let's move on to something that I thought out, fans. Very smooth and cautious. I'm walking light right now. Okay, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a Orochi backstory, and we're gonna see how this alliance came about, how Orochi met up with Kaido. We're gonna see how Orochi was jealous of Oden. We're gonna see all that play out in Orochi backstory. I'm pretty sure about that. Just to get the insights of how on Orochi's side, like just to get like insight of how jealous Orochi was of Oden. How he wanted to be Oden. Get Orochi backstory on how he felt about the whole process of Oden coming up, and Orochi living in his shadow. I think it was. I'm pretty sure that Orochi and Oden was probably side by side, and maybe when they see how powerful Oden was, Orochi just got put in his shadow and just got so jealous of him. So we're gonna feel sorry for Orochi at one point in this arc. That's how Oda does it. Oda does it all like that. It seems like how we felt sorry for Big Mom. We felt so bad for Big Mom when we all knew that she ate the children. Like, she had a rough childhood. Her mother and her father dropped her off on Elbath, So she got adopted, by the person that we thought was a wonderful woman turned out to be a trafficker of children and get them to the government and the Marines. All, but we ain't gonna depth on that. That's the whole another story. But we're gonna go in depth with this little tease I gave you about maybe Luffy and an alliance. We might get alliance only for now in Wano to take down Orochi and Kaido. This had me thinking because Oda told the whole One Piece community that this war in Wano will make the Marineford look cute. Alright? So the Marineford War was two type of powers in the One Piece world. A Yonko, the Marines. Alright? That war was amazing, in my opinion. I love that war. The only outcome came as it killed off my favorite character, Ace. But it was amazing, amazing. The fighting, how it was flushed out, the admiral power level. I can go on and on about that. But so we're gonna talk about how things might end up in the Wano arc. So Orochi's greed and his power, thinking that he can be over the celestial dragons or the Marines. He does not fear them, so evidently he don't fear them. He can compete with them, right or wrong. So I'm pretty sure that the Marines wanna cut that off. All right, the Marines should be feared, okay, or respected. And how Orochi did the CP0 agents, like that was without respect whatsoever. Okay, maybe because there was like kind of, I won't say lackeys, but they want top tier like Akainu. So we seen that Orochi doesn't fear anybody. All right, so now if you get the right admiral in Wano, all right, the right admiral, I would say Kizaru. Green Bull should be in Wano to get flushed out more in his power, because I don't see another time where we will see Green Bull. All right, with the incoming arcs, we got Elbaf arc, we got a few more other arcs, but I don't see Green Bull nowhere in sight for these arcs, this role to play. So we know that the Marines should be in Wano. All right, so let's think about if the right admiral will be in Wano. Let's say Kizaru, Green Bull. All right. I don't see Fujitora being in Wano right now, because we already seen Fujitora and we seen his power and all techniques and everything like that right now. We haven't get introduced to Green Bull yet and his power, so that should be flushed out in Wano. So when we first seen Green Bull in the river, we seen how laid back and chill Green Bull was. I think he's a ladies' man. Basically, I think Green Bull would give the Straw Hats or the pirates a little more leeway than the other bad pirates, which I mean the Straw Hat Company. So I think Green Bull would act as Fujitora in just Rosa. At the end, we seen that Fujitora had his own duties to do. He had his own duty as in to, protect the Flamingo. But he was on side with Luffy during some things. Like, he knew that the Flamingo had bad intentions, So at the end of just Rosa, we seen that Fujitora did not want to touch the Luffy company whatsoever, because they held out the people of just Rosa. And that Fujitora really liked Luffy. It wasn't until, Akainu gave him that order to take Luffy in Law's head that he had to act on it. He didn't want to. He even praised the Straw Hats, after they left. He praised them, Seeing how he was doing this observation hacking and trying to map out things and everything else, Fujitora, he likes the Straw Hats. Let's just say that. He likes the Straw Hats. So, someone like Green Bull doing the same thing Fujitora did in Dressrosa. If we get Green Bull or Fujitora or Kizaru more lazy justice, well, if you see how he did the supernovas, I don't see how he called lazy justice. He just merely rocked the whole supernovas almost. So I think lazy justice, as me, he let them get away. He took a beating, like, I would them up a little bit. They won't come back for more. He did that, but he let them all go. We always see that all the supernovas, went to the New World. Well, most of them went to the New World, and some stayed by like Law, and did his thing. But to get back on everything, if we get a Fujitora like Green Bull, I'm pretty sure that Green Bull would get on the side, with Luffy and company because they know they're doing good things, Let's say if Green Bull is there and he's like under wraps, all right? We do know some people in the Beast Pirates know of the outside world. So if Green Bull can dress up and make something look real, like being one of the samurais, anything, So he would see what Kaido and Orochi is doing to this country. And he would see that, these people are bad. And then think about the CP0 are directly under the government. And the government gives their own missions for individual Marines. Alright, so think about if the government is the girls say, the elders give, Fujitora, Green Bull, Kizaru a mission to get on the side of Luffy and company in the alliance for now to be Orochi. Because Orochi might not just sit still. Orochi might think he can take over the world with Kaido backing him. So if the 5 elders would give them like a order, or Imu-sama give one of Artemis an order, they had no choice but to comply. Okay, we seen Akeno stand up to them, but Akeno can't really do nothing to the 5 elders. Them are his bosses. So I feel that if the elders or Imu give one of the admirals a mission of, stay on the side of Luffy and Alliance to take out Orochi. Because Orochi got this big head and think he doesn't fear us when he should be. So I'm pretty sure they can give an order like that. So if we have Green Bull or Fujitora, hopefully Green Bull, in the Wano arc, we will see that maybe if the Straw Hats align with us, we have a better chance of taking on Orochi. Because if we're going to take on Orochi, we got to take on Kaido. Alright? So it does make a little sense if you think about it. They would have to take Orochi down because Orochi's getting the big head to the point when he want to compete with the big dogs, Celestial Dragons. So, and the government has to protect the Celestial Dragons. If Orochi would just shoot a CP Agent Zero in front of him, like, we're not scared of you, we got to pick the pause on Orochi. Because he think he can take over everything in this world when he really can't. Okay, so let's dip this down a little bit. Alright? By the way, we got Luffy and company already in Wano. And some of the supernovas, the super rookies that, Kizaru took care of, they're also there also. So you telling me that Luffy has a chance of being Kaido? Well, okay. Throw an admiral and a couple of Marines in there. Let's help him out because Orochi need to be taken down. Alright? So this will help the government out also, because they might, as the government is doing their thing, helping out with the alliance with Luffy, they would come in and sweep some of the stuff that Orochi has, the weapons, the sea stones, everything that Orochi possessed. They would dibble in, stay away from the battle as the lower lackey of the Marines who they would bring. Hopefully we'll see Kobe there. That would be nice. But, the lower lackeys would come there and steal some of the stuff and take it back to the Marine HQ or the government. Alright, so that could be something there also. I can see that happening also. While we see Luffy and the company battling their heart out, you got the lower lackeys coming in and taking all the weapons out and sending them back to the Marines and Ackshon. And that's exactly what the government want anyway. The weapons and stuff that Orochi possess, right? So why not? All the attention's on Luffy and the Straw Hats, battling these people. So why not go in there undercover, undetected, and taking everything out? Because Orochi and Luffy's not worried about this. But we are. This is the main purpose of, aligning with, Luffy. They take their eyes off of the prized possessions or what the government think is the prize, and that's the weapons and stuff like that. We've seen that CP0 came there for that. The government came there for that. So let's take their mind off this, and let's take this right on their nose. All right? So that's why I think make a better sense to me. All right? So leave a comment what you think about that, fans. But, let's continue on another topic also. If you think it's impossible that, an admiral will, get an alliance with Luffy, we've seen that Fujitora is capable of doing it. Alright? We've seen that Fujitora had, second thoughts of doing it, but Fujitora know what's right. Fujitora had his little side story going, start the Vegapunk and ruin the whole, Shichibukai system, So I think with incoming events of what's happening, I think the Shichibukai system is going to be abolished soon. And Vegapunk has something similar or something that might, even be better than Shichibukai system. Some androids, some systems, I have a theory about that. Also, I have a link up here also about that. What power source does Dr. Vegapunk have to cover the Shichibukai system power? So I'm gonna have a link up there for you to just keep your eyes open out for that. It's while you listening to it, while you watching it, just keep your mind open. All right, I have this crazy theory about that. I don't want you missing it, so I'll leave a link up here, for you to watch that. But just to get back on topic, it's not too insane, if there's a good admiral and they see what's right and what's wrong, they would be like, well, Kanu said this, but I don't care. This is right now. All right. Nobody would know of this anyway, but I would say this, I would say that. Maybe I got upheld, they had too much power and I couldn't do nothing at all. They could easily say that. Unless you have a Kanu there himself. And I'm pretty sure Kanu don't want to go there. Kanu has to look over his style and do his duties, Excuse me. Our fleet admiral just can't go anywhere he pleases because, he got to look after the throne. He got to look after the Marines. So I'm pretty sure Kanu won't be there himself. He was seeing hopefully Kizaru or Fujitora or Green Bull, like I said before. So it's not so possible that an admiral won't align with Straw Hats. Like if the 5 elders want it, it's possible. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have to answer to the 5 elders in the Marines anyway. A Kanu, yes, that's your boss, but your boss supervisor is the 5 elders, okay? But to give you an update, I'm still standing behind my Big Mom and Straw Hats theory because this would be in a bigger approach for, the Straw Hats to take down Kaido because they need more power because it feels like Kaido's been boosted up, to a high pedestal that he's overpowering. And this would be the only chance I feel that Big Mom has to take Kaido and Straw Hats also. So I'm still back behind that theory. Also, I'll leave a link up here to my theories about that Big Mom in the Straw Hat Alliance. So I'm still standing behind that theory also. Just to get off topic for a minute, if you have not checked Arthur, the Library of Aurora tweets on Twitter, I'm going to give you an image of what he showed us. This is the costume designs of the Stampede movie for the Straw Hats. Right now, you've seen little sketches of them, but it looks pretty good to me. I like how Luffy is literally rocking a helmet on his back, literally. So this looks amazing. The Stampede movie, I really can't tell you much about it because it seemed like at first when they showed the trailer, it was like going down in memory lane, how the fellow crew members of the Straw Hats joined the group, how sad they was, how they had to overcome everything, every obstacle to being Straw Hat. So I really can't tell you much about Stampede. That's why I didn't really make a video about it because I really didn't really see nothing. We already knew that how the people that's in the crew joined the crew. Okay, we already know the backstory of everything, but at the last minute we did see like something like a battleship or something being destroyed, a ship being destroyed, something like that. So I really didn't want to make an individual video about it, so I combined it with this video right here, just to say that, I know that there's a Stampede movie coming out. I'm giving you a picture of what the costume design might be for the final designs or one part, because you know that the Straw Hats usually switch clothes throughout the movie of each one, more of the newer movies. So these are the costume designs of it, and basically I didn't want to make an individual video about Stampede because it's nothing more we can take from it. So I'm just giving you some I know it's a Stampede movie coming out. I want to see the second trailer, third trailer to get a better depth on the movie. So I give you the image and looks nice. The costume designs look nice. It's like very Oda-ish, if I might say. But that's it for me, fans. Thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, comment down below what you think of my theory about Orochi and his madness. So subscribe to my channel to get more One Piece content of me. I'm glad this is the new year. I've been doing this for like 6-7 months now, and I think I'm doing pretty good. So give me some opinions about that, One Piece fans. And again, stay safe out there. Monkey D. Cypher signing out.